What's going on, YouTube? Rukara here, back with another episode of Steins Gate. When we last left, our boys were in a maid cat cafe, and my brain is slowly losing all will to live. So we're just gonna get into it and pray that this goes somewhere better. Ferris takes the dish and heads back to the counter. Whew. If I'd left things going as they were, I would have had to play along with for another 10 minutes in her fantasy world. Just like everyone has to play with your daily time, your entire life of a fantasy world. Ferris is one of the most skilled Ainetters I know. Daru explains with a wry smile. She's gone undefeated in over 400 unofficial matches, which means everyone here is gonna get the shit kicked out of them in video game form. Is she Rixen Grace? Is she Rixen Gracie? Rixen Gracie, whatever. Daru ignores my perfect retort. It's so disappointing that Farrah doesn't go to official tournaments. She'd win if she did, no doubt. Maybe she doesn't want to deal with people like you. Why doesn't she? I'm sure it's for the customers. She probably doesn't want to inconvenience the store. Truly, a model maid. You're a creep. Also, she's Mayushi's age, so she probably has school too. She doesn't want to inconvenience the store, yet she's holding the Ferris Cup here? That doesn't matter at all. The point is, Ferris is cute, and cuteness is justice. Cute, cat-eared maids are sweet, if you know what I mean, and that's all that matters, right? Right. So in the end, do you bat for the 2D team or the 3D team? I want him to bat himself right the fuck out of this store. No! No! No, you don't! I dare say I'm but no! You- Nope. You're an inspiration, Daru. I hate you. I know. I'm just too awesome. Daru usually doesn't show enthusiasm for anything. The exceptions are Moe and Ferris. I wish there was another exception to, like, for dignity or morality. I wish you were this passionate about our experiments. I had to pull Daru away from Ferris so we could return to the lab. We arrived to find it hotter than a sauna in hell. Also, I've got mail. Maybe this mail will help distract me from my suffering. It's from Ferris. The final battle is close at hand, Nya. You're more perceptive than I thought, Nya. So now you understand what's at stake. The Red Southern Cross will soon hatch, Nya. The time has come for Ferris to journey to the sanctuary and prepare for... I can say no more, Nya. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Perceptive. What are you talking about? Will you quit testing me with this mockery? I see. So the holders of original sin, those who, like me, were born of Prototype 13, have begun to assemble in Akiba, guided by the star that we alone can see. The time is right. Okay? Impossible? You mean it's already awakening? It's 50 years earlier than I predicted. What does this mean? Okay. I don't... No. Listen. These kids are crazy. I don't want to feed into them, but I like making Rintaro suffer just a tiny bit. So let's go with this hatching thing. That seems fine. The cross is hatching too soon. That's his problem now. I'm just here to observe the chaos. I quickly open the windows, letting a small breeze blow in. It won't be enough. I flip our fan to full power and place it on the table in front of me. I really wish we had an air conditioner. You're too cheap and too poor for an air conditioner. You can't even afford a real television. I turn on the computer. This is our PC for communal use among lab members. It still uses an old CRT monitor, so it looks ancient. But don't let its looks deceive you. Our computer whiz, Daru, scrounged up some parts and made some mods to it. In any case, I don't spend much time on it. I mostly use it to update the Future Gadget Laboratory's homepage, check my email, visit news sites, and browse @channel. I wonder if the new Titor is still posting. Oh boy, here we go again! And of course there is a waifu. Is that Ferris? That's Ferris Nyan in the background, isn't it? God damn it. I thought I could get away from this. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. I'm happy to explain. Just so you know, it's impossible to reproduce with current technology. Certain critical components will exist until CERN invents them in 2034. Time travel works by altering gravity. Basically, you can think of it as using the twin paradox, but that alone isn't enough to reverse time. Still here, Faker? You're annoying. Go away. So your power is gravity control? Not bad, but still not enough for top-tier power levels. The twin paradox? Is that like the Urashima effect? That's just slowing time down, not reversing it. Who gives a shit about the time machine? Give me stock prices. It uses tipless cylinders and care black holes, doesn't it? Just like you said 10 years ago, and your time machine is a 1970s Chevy. I know all of it. Oh god, shut the fuck up, you disgusting chuny scum. The twin paradox and the Urashima effect are different things. Duh. Time traveler, lol. John Titor, lol. A Chevy's an American car, right? I'd rather go German with a BMW, lol. By Tipler cylinders, are you referring to the Tipler machine? Lol, what? A Tipler cylinder would have to be 10 kilometers in diameter, 100 kilometers long, have mass equal to the sun, and revolve 2,500 times per second to become a time machine, lol. How do you fit that onto a Chevy? Even if you could, a Tipler machine can't travel farther back in time than the moment of its creation. Enough of your delusions. @channel is not your blog. I want to hear from Titor. Well, this is a surprise. Does this mean people of this age already know about my time machine? Did you really encounter me 10 years ago? If so, then that must have been on another world line. I, at least, have not gone to the year 2000. In any case, the important point is that a rotating black hole has the same effect as a Tipler cylinder. You can learn more about Kerr black holes by studying the Penrose diagram or Tipler's calculations. My time machine works by generating a pair of Kerr black holes. In Japanese, plus? Titor came 10 years ago? Source? WTF are Kerr black holes? Explain using boobies, oh erotic one. I'll pay 1,000 yen to ride your time machine, not a yen more. That's like $10. Take it or leave it. Source is your son's delusions, lol. Real deal. He didn't deny it, lol. All aboard Hyoin's crazy train. Prepare for a train wreck. Kerr black hole time travel is theoretically possible. But 1, how do you get black holes to spin? Don't tell me you wait until you find one spinning naturally. That's ridiculous. 2, how do you pass through the singularity? There's no way a Chevy can withstand the pressure. Why the short explanations, John? You stupid? Wanna die? Still no stock prices. Crash. This isn't a delusion. I know for a fact that Titor posted 10 years ago. There's even a book about it. Search the used bookstores if you don't believe me. His Chevy has a gravity distortion unit. That's what he said 10 years ago. Why doesn't anyone believe me about this thing I can find absolutely no evidence about that only exists in my memory? Yes, it does have a gravity distortion unit. My time machine is not perfect. It was built by a third party who reverse engineered CERN's design. The gravity distortion unit is a little unstable. First, the unit produces a microsingularity, then injects electrons to induce rapid rotation. This generates a local gravity sine wave. As the time machine passes through the singularity, the gravity distortion unit regulates the pressure to ensure safe passage. I'm not a specialist, so I cannot explain the mechanics any further. Let me just say that Care black holes can be manufactured. I assume everyone's aware of CERN's current experiments with black hole creations. TLDR STFU. Unstable? Sounds dangerous. Oh fuck, Titor's black holes are gonna swallow the Earth. He's not just a mass murderer, he's trying to wipe out the entire human race. Find his parents before it's too late. It's not that you won't explain, it's that you can't, lol. How do you set the destination? The Earth is constantly moving, or didn't you know that? By the way, I propose the Titor equals Hyoin theory, lol. I actually do. If not, then if not, then I feel like Rintaro built the time machine, or maybe, crap, I just forgot her name. Makise Karisu built the time machine. I set the destination with the VGL system. That's variable gravity lock. It functions by reading the local gravity of the destination and locking the Tipler sine wave onto that location. By locking onto Earth's gravity, it ensures that I don't end up floating in space. It uses 4 cesium clocks to make the calculations, so the margin of error is negligible. He only needs to shut up, lol. I never heard of any Titor from 10 years ago, lol. So, the universe is deep in Titor shit. The same information was in the Titor book. All you've done is post 10-year-old copy pasta. Anyone could do that. How do I know you're the real Titor? John-tan so moe, my waifu! I recognize different opinions. I'm feeling more and more disappointed. Still nothing concrete. Nice try, I guess, but I won't be fooled. Whoa, I shouldn't waste all day on @channel. I have so many other things to waste my life on. We have more important things to deal with. Namely, the phone wave name subject to change. We haven't experimented with it since yesterday. It's high time I figure out what's going on with that thing. Earlier, I asked Daru to connect the phone wave name subject to change to the computer. He finished setting it up yesterday, and now he's about to do the quick wire work in the development room. Hey, Daru. What's with the X86,000? 68,000. I can read numbers. I mean, it's a 20-year-old machine with specs lower than my cell phone. It's cool, duh. So it's like the reason why some protagonists are odd-eyed even though they're Japanese. I'm assuming that has to do with like having blue eyes when it was predominantly brown eyes. Not getting you, bro. It's cool. If it's cool, then it's cool. Anyway, there wasn't much of an option. This was the only PC we weren't using. What about your new one? No way! We don't know what could happen when it's connected to your crazy machine. It could kill the performance. Selfish bastard. As if I'm not. Besides, we made the phone wave name subject to change together. It's our crazy machine. Thank you very much. Anyway, did you do any research on the jellification? Yeah. Oh wait, was that? Fuck. Yeah, at the university this morning. I researched some things. I don't know who's talking anymore. Why would a banana jellify? What kind of science are we dealing with here? I examined a sample under a microscope and found it was shredded at the molecular level. Shredded? It's not a mere phase transition. The banana became something entirely different. Couldn't have rotted? Nah, there's no way 2 minutes in the microwave could do that. Also, it wouldn't turn into green goo! Well, then I remembered about fractal structures. The Menger sponge thing? Yeah. It looked like something drilled holes into the banana, an infinite number of holes in a fractal pattern right down to the nano level. Wow, one could do something like that. I have one hypothesis. Adding a dramatic pause to build tension. Daru gulps, waiting for me to continue. It's the result of the microwave's electromagnetic waves. Seriously? What does that mean? If my guess is correct, then our phone wave named subject to change has the potential to become a weapon of unprecedented destructive power, one that could change the face of war as we know it. I twist my lips into a maniacal grin, as if I have any other kind. And then I whip out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. We're proceeding to stage 2 of the plan. Soon they will learn that Judgment Day is near. All shall be as Steins Gate wills. Resistance is futile. El Psi Congru. Quit talking to your imaginary friend. I'm done with the wiring. I want to explain that he's not imaginary, but revealing the identity of my contact would be a betrayal. The last thing I need is another enemy, especially one whose power and cunning rivals that of the organization. You don't even... I would love this to be a real person, because that would just be hilarious at this point. The phone wave named subject to change is now an indecipherable mess of wires. It looks pretty much exactly the same. All we did was hook it up to a computer, yet it turned out something like MacDiver would put together. Yes, I hear you. I have mail. I will look at the mail. I will read the mail. It's from Ferris. It's already a state of emergency, nya. That's why you need to locate the 14th man as soon as possible, nya. He must be in the Hawk's Nest, also known as Eagle Prison, which exists somewhere in Akiba. Great, thanks. Go away. My MacDiver microwave. Now we can access the microwave's terminal mode and see exactly what's going on in its computer brain. Well, what's next? We have bananas. Sure. Just before I left May Queen plus Nyan Squared, Mayuri asked me to buy some bananas. With her money. I'm going to waste all of them. She's too nice for her own good, or maybe she didn't even consider what would happen. By now, you'd think she'd know that if I buy bananas, I'm going to experiment on them. Mayuri just wants bananas, yo. Why you gotta let Mayuri go hungry? And so, I put the entire bunch of bananas into the phone wave named subject to change. You know Mayushi's gonna cry if you use them all, right? Wasn't it her money? She donated that money to our research efforts. You don't have to use the whole thing. One is enough. One. Daru retrieves the bananas, peels one from the bunch, and sticks it back inside the phone wave named subject to change. We'll never reshape the fabric of society as long as money dictates the limits of our science. When you have money, you can do science without the limits of money. You know what I mean? Just... You're the only one who wants to reshape society, Okarin. You're not Elon Musk. You can't just run around doing whatever you want. He lost all enthusiasm the second we got back to the lab. What a fickle man. Come on, start the timer already. Right, now where did I put my phone? Okay, I message the phone wave. Call complete. Instant access. Hello, this is the phone wave name subject to change. The Mayushi guidance system. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds. In hindsight, we should have made the Mayushi guidance skippable. Having to wait each time is quite annoying. You're annoying. For example, press pound 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press pound 120. It's finally over. Okay, entering 120 pound. Complete. The turntable inside the phone wave name subject to change begins to spin backwards. 2 minutes sure is long, especially when you have the attention span of a mouse. It doesn't actually have to be 2 minutes. Mayuri had the timer set to 2 minutes when she first discovered the freezing function, or whatever it is, so we're just reproducing that. Naturally, we've experimented with 60 seconds and 180 seconds too. If we set it shorter, the freezing only goes halfway, if at all. Conversely, setting it longer increases the effect. You know, if the microwave's emissions are doing it, then shouldn't our cells be getting jellified too? While still looking bored, Daru finally gets into the discussion at hand. Well, have you ever nuked yourself inside the phone wave name subject to change? I can't even fit in there. Anyway, what's your source on the electromagnetic waves? If you must know, it's my mad scientist's intuition. Oh, so no facts. Edison once said, without 1% inspiration, 90% of the perspiration is wasted. 99% of perspiration is wasted. So inventors of the world, be inspired. End quote. Wasn't it genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration? Sorry to disappoint, but in recent years it's become common knowledge that that is a misquote. Edison said that. Be inspired. Yes, be inspired, he said. I don't know if that's exactly if that was exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was something along those lines. Jesus Christ. At least that's what the wiki said, and wikis never lie. No one can edit those. Therefore, as a genius mad scientist, I am always The phone wave name subject to change rings. This is just going to jellify the banana like usual, isn't it? We need a new experiment. It feels like I wasted 120 seconds on nothing. I guarantee you we wasted much more of my time. And the mouse has been on the screen the whole time. That's ridiculous. I hate everything. Daru opens the phone wave name subject to change's door and peeks inside. Huh? What? What? He rubs his eyes, blinks several times, then resumes staring into the microwave. What are you doing? Well, it's gone. Gone? What's gone? The banana. What is he talking about? I pushed Daru aside and looked into the phone wave named subject to change. It's gone. They took the bananas out and then put one back in. And 2 minutes ago, the banana wasn't in the microwave, which is why it disappeared. There's nothing inside. The banana has vanished without a trace. After a short pause to collect myself, I whip out my phone and speak into the silence. It's me. Slight problem. We may have awakened something terrible. What do you mean, something terrible? I ignore Daru's panicked cry. I'm surprised too. My heart's pounding, but I try to appear calm. I'm invoking Emergency Order 666. Activate the Cold Heart Protocol. What? What do you mean we need congressional approval? There's no time, you fool. Tokyo will be blasted to atoms. Or you lost a banana. I put my phone away after yelling. So much for staying calm. You should be an actor. Shut up, you Ferris stalker! Where do you hide the banana? Who's a stalker? The banana! Where is it? Are you planning on becoming a street magician or something? You're the one who hid it, aren't you? I would never stoop so low. Uncomfortable silence. I realize my throat is dry. Where the hell did it go? How should I know? Where did you go, banana? Banana! What the fuck? I take the turntable out of the microwave, scour every nook and cranny, but find neither peel nor stem of the banana. Wait, I think I get it now. It's not an electromagnetic weapon. It's a teleportation device. What about the gel bananas then? What? Wait, that's absurd. How else could it have vanished? The microwave is closed. Maybe we should just calm down. Yeah, you're right. We each take a deep breath. Oh, I know. I'll eat one of the remaining bananas. That will calm me down. I reach for the bunch of bananas. What the? Impossible! Impossible! Not 3 minutes ago, Daru plucked a banana from the bunch and put it inside the phone wave named subject to change. But now, there's no sign that a banana was ever plucked. Instead, a single jellified banana has appeared among the regular bananas. Oh shit! What the hell's going on? Daru notices it too. It's kind of obvious. He reaches out to touch it, but I quickly stop him. Wait! How many bananas are in the lab right now? Just these, I think. Is this gel banana attached to the same stem as the banana you just picked? I don't know, man. I wasn't paying attention. It doesn't look like it was ever plucked. No cuts or anything. Aside from the jellification, it looks completely normal. Hey, Daru. Could this possibly be... The word I spoke impulsively a few seconds ago. I hesitate to speak it again, but I must. Because no matter how unbelievable it may be, we saw it with our own eyes. My head's full of question marks. I don't know how this happened. But if I were to explain it as I saw it, the banana that was inside the phone wave named subject to change returned instantly to its bunch. In other words, a teleporter. We've invented a teleporter! Oh? Mystery person. I hear a girl's voice coming from the lounge. That looks like an interesting experiment. Who's there? My heart just skipped a beat. I turn towards the voice in surprise and get pierced by a sharp stare. Impossible! What are you doing here? The 18-year-old genius girl, a sadist who humiliates men in public, also known as the zombie. Makise Krisu! Wow, you got issues, bro. Nice exposition, bro. Who are you calling a zombie? What is the meaning of this? What is your purpose here? I'm here to see you, Okabe Rintaro-san. Or is it Hyoin Kyoma-san? Wait, how the hell does she know my real name? I've never spoken it in front of her. I was right. You're one of the organization's top agents, an esper with superhuman powers. No wonder you rose from the dead. I'm not dead, alright. Please stop killing me off. Hashida-san, can you do something about this guy? You came at a bad time, Makiseshi. With Okarine freaking out like this. Daru doesn't seem fazed by this girl's entrance. Why? Have you betrayed me, Daru? Calm down, man. Are you being blackmailed, or did she seduce you? She's not 2D nor a cat girl, so that's impossible. I glare at Kurisu. He's my right-hand man. How dare you? You've crossed the line, bitch! Get a hold of yourself. Kurisu's eyes flash dangerously. I think. Such intensity from an 18-year-old. Maybe she didn't resurrect after her first death. Maybe she's a robotic killing machine constructed to replace the dead Kurisu. Is that it? For now, I'll do as I'm told. Hashida-san gave me the address after yesterday's lecture. He also told me your name. That's all? The truth is kind of a letdown. Yeah. Because you've got a crazy-ass backstory and this is reality. Reality sucks. That's why we invented fiction. So you're here to see me. Is that it? Yes, you claim to have seen me die. I came to see if that was the truth, or just a pathetic excuse to grope me. I came for the answer. Now that she mentions it, she did treat me like I was a perv yesterday. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that she didn't call the cops on me after what I did. But what choice did I have? Anybody would react the same way if a dead person reappeared before them. Right? Right? But your current behavior is all the answer I need. It was all an act to grope me. My initial hypothesis was correct. Not so fast. There's more to this than you know. I must clear my name or I'll be labeled as a perv forever. Anyway, let's put that aside for now. Really? That's a relief. I was sure she was going to call the police. But that for now part bothers me. Kurisu enters the development room with a quick, confident stride. Even though she's only 18, she's got a decent figure and good posture. Not much in the chest, though. Why you gotta be like that? It's none of your business! Her presence seems to fill the cramped room, driving me and Daru to the corners. Can't you tell this area is off limits? It's not like you're stopping her. I haven't properly introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Kisei Kurisu. Pleased to meet you. She holds out her hand. What is she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips? You can't even shake hands? Are all Japanese men this difficult? Shake hands? This girl genius is asking for a handshake? We only met yesterday, and just moments ago she was on the verge of calling the cops. You're not Japanese? I've lived in America for 7 years. What about it? America. I look down at her slender fingers. Glossy, healthy fingernails. No unnecessary nail polish. I stare, fixated. Slowly, I extend my hand, making sure to keep enough weight on my heel so I can flee at a moment's notice. I lightly grab the tip of Kurisu's index finger between my thumb and index finger, then instantly let go. You one hand into the other hand. It's not hard. What's your problem? I can feel your aura of malice. You must be a powerful kung fu master. Don't be ridiculous. Then you're a ninja. Give it a rest. Damn, she's completely cold. Her tone gets scary sometimes, too. If you grew up in America, shouldn't you say, ha ha ha, nice to meet you, with a smile across your whole face when asking for a handshake? No, wait, you should be asking for a hug, right? Pervert! Perhaps that's too much to expect from a killing machine. What kind of stereotype is that? Kurisu sighs. Me too, girl. She's not even looking at me. Instead, she's staring at the bananas next to the phone wave named Subject to Change. The bananas, which have just exhibited a most unusual phenomenon. Of the bunch, one has been completely jellified. Fascinating. Kurisu brings her face closer to it to get a good look. Have any forceps? No. Oh. And then Kurisu stabs the gelatinous banana with her index finger. She buries her beautiful fingertip knuckle deep into slimy banana. What are you doing? That's precious data! It's squishy. Kurisu extracts her finger. Pieces of gel cling to her fingertip. She puts that fingertip into her mouth without any hesitation. Honey, where is your self-preservation instincts? You shouldn't even be in the same room with this man, let alone eating that banana. Don't eat his banana. No taste. Gross. She says it with a straight face. You have quite the appetite, I see. A side effect of the resurrection, perhaps? If you're that hungry, I guess I can give you a banana or two. Don't give her your banana! No thanks. Either way, those bananas are Mayushi's. Come, don't be shy. This is an offering. Take it. As if. Who would eat some perv's banana? A perv's banana. Daru starts shaking as if he's been electrocuted. What? What's wrong? Eat a perv's banana. Squishy. Finger in mouth. Gross with a sour expression. Daru, just leave the room. Leave, please. Looks like his cranial pervert processor is overclocking. Can you say that one more time? With a more humiliated expression, if you please. Huh? Come on, say, who would eat some perv's banana? But if you could add an but it's so... After that, it would be extra delicious. Huh? Huh? Ah! Suddenly, Carisu's face turns bright red. That took too long for you to process. Oh, Daru, you may be a worthless, disgusting perv, but let me say, well done, sir. I hate you both. I hate you both. Payback is sweet. I want to kick you in the balls. Now to follow up for maximum combo. Let's show this conceited little girl how true adults fight. Like gross, disgusting teenagers, apparently. So, Makise Karisu, you just imagined something, didn't you? By all means, tell us what. Don't be shy. Why you... Come on, say it, genius girl. What's the imagination of a genius like? I'd love to hear from you. You ass! Karisu turns her back to us with perked shoulders. Looks like she's capable of expressing human emotion after all. That rules out robotic killing machine. Ah, I feel refreshed. I feel disgusting. I haven't felt this good in years. This is the worst I've felt since the pandemic started. Way to go, Daru. That's my right-hand man. Always gets the job done. I get it. You're both pervs. You got that right, sister.
Yeah.
Well, you could say that. Don't admit it, you idiot. I don't want to hear that from you. Okay, if I came off as a little rude, I apologize. Don't apologize, sister! You owe them nothing! Karisu sighs deeply and turns back to us. Her composure has already returned. Mine is long gone. I was only acting that way because you molested me, but I'll ignore that for now. Don't ignore that. If you see something, say something. I wish she would stop saying for now. It's like she's gonna call the cops on me later, as she should. Please tell me what happened to this banana. I'd also like to hear about that. Karisu glances at the phone wave, name subject to change. That microwave thing. That's top secret. The one thing I'm cleared to share with unauthorized individuals is that its name is the phone wave name subject to change. Name subject to change? What's that about? Phone wave is weak. It needs a better name. I couldn't care less about its name. Oh good, I've got mail. I'm afraid that's the only information you're cleared for. Hold on, Ocarine. Maki says she might be able to explain what's going on. Well... She is a genius. She would have to be to defeat my sharp wit. A spoon could defeat your sharp wit. We can trust her intellect at least. But it's hard to stomach her attitude. It's hard to stomach your attitude! Plus she has danger written on her face. Not to mention, she's a little scary, too. Then, I get a great idea. An idea so great, and wonderful, and amazing, that it's just gonna have to wait till next week, because I don't think I can put up with any more of his stupidity. Makise, I'm so sorry. Please be a strong, independent woman again. But next time, I gotta go. I can't take this anymore. Goodbye.